Hello, and a warm welcome back to the USA English Podcast. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today for another practical and transformative English lesson. I'm Erica.
And I'm Marco. On this channel, our mission is to help you speak English naturally, confidently, and clearly through real, everyday conversations. Today's topic is something that will change the way you learn English forever.
That's right. Today we're talking about how to improve your English fluency with powerful training techniques. This is not just another grammar lesson. This is a complete training system to help you speak English more fluently, more naturally, and with greater confidence.
Fluency is something every English learner wants, but many don't know how to achieve it. They study grammar, memorize vocabulary, and read textbooks, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Today, we're going to change that.
We're going to share powerful training methods that will transform your English. We'll cover shadowing, deep listening, speaking practice, thinking in English, and building automatic responses.
These are the techniques that advanced learners use to become fluent, and today, we're going to teach them to you step by step.
If you enjoy learning with us, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss a lesson.
All right, Erica, let's get started. So, Erica, what does fluency mean to you?
To me, fluency means being able to express yourself naturally and effortlessly. It doesn't mean speaking perfectly without mistakes. It means being able to communicate your thoughts clearly and confidently without stopping to translate in your head.
That's a beautiful definition. I think many learners believe fluency means speaking like a native speaker with a perfect accent, but that's not true. Fluency is about communication, not perfection.
Exactly. And today, we're going to give our listeners the tools they need to become more fluent in English.
So let's dive into our main lesson. We're going to introduce a powerful training system with multiple techniques.
Let's start with the first powerful training technique, shadowing.
Shadowing is one of the most effective ways to improve your fluency. It involves listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say as quickly and accurately as possible.
When you shadow, you copy the speaker's pronunciation, rhythm, intonation, and speed. This trains your mouth and your ears at the same time.
Let me explain how to do shadowing properly. First, choose a short audio clip from a podcast, a movie, or a video. Second, listen to the clip a few times to understand the content. Third, play the audio again and repeat it out loud, trying to match the speaker's timing and tone.
And here's a pro tip. Start with slow speech. There are many slow English podcasts and videos for learners. As you improve, you can increase the speed.
Shadowing is powerful because it trains your brain to process English at natural speed. It also helps you sound more natural when you speak.
Now, the second powerful training technique is deep listening.
Deep listening is different from passive listening. When you listen passively, you put on a podcast and do other things. When you listen deeply, you focus completely on the audio.
With deep listening, you listen to the same audio multiple times. The first time, you just listen. The second time, you listen for key words and phrases. The third time, you try to understand every word.
This technique helps you improve your comprehension and your vocabulary. It also trains your ear to understand natural spoken English.
And don't forget to listen to different accents and speeds. This will prepare you for real-world conversations.
Now, the third powerful training technique is speaking practice.
Speaking practice is the most important part of becoming fluent. You can study grammar all day, but if you don't speak, you won't improve.
There are many ways to practice speaking. You can talk to yourself,
You can practice with a partner, you can join conversation groups, or you can use language exchange apps.
The key is to speak regularly. Even 5 minutes a day of speaking practice is better than an hour once a week.
And don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve.
Now, the fourth powerful training technique is thinking in English.
This is one of the most powerful techniques, but many learners struggle with it. When you think in English, you stop translating from your native language.
How do you start thinking in English? Start with simple thoughts. When you wake up, think, I'm tired. When you make coffee, think, I need coffee. When you go outside, think, it's a beautiful day.
As you get better, you can think in complete sentences and even have imaginary conversations in your head.
This technique trains your brain to process English directly. It makes speaking much faster and more natural.
Now, the fifth powerful training technique is building automatic responses.
Automatic responses are phrases and sentences that you can say without thinking. These are your go-to phrases for everyday situations.
For example, when someone says, "How are you?" you should have an automatic response like, "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" You shouldn't have to think about it.
To build automatic responses, practice common phrases until they become second nature. Repeat them out loud until they feel natural.
This technique is especially useful for common social situations, work conversations, and travel.
Now, the sixth powerful training technique is using real materials.
Real materials are things that native speakers actually use: movies, TV shows, podcasts, news articles, social media, and books.
Many learners only use textbooks and exercise books, but real materials expose you to natural English, slang, idioms, and cultural references.
Start with materials that interest you. If you love cooking, watch cooking shows in English. If you love sports, read sports news. If you love movies, watch films with English subtitles.
This technique makes learning more enjoyable and more relevant to your life.
Now, the seventh powerful training technique is repetition and consistency.
This is the most important technique of all. Fluency comes from regular, consistent practice. It's not about studying for hours one day and then doing nothing for a week.
Even 15 minutes of practice every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Consistency builds momentum.
So, create a daily English habit. Listen to a podcast on your way to work. Read a short article during your lunch break. Practice speaking for a few minutes before bed.
Over time, these small daily habits will lead to big improvements.
Now, the eighth powerful training technique is recording yourself.
This technique is uncomfortable for many learners, but it's extremely effective. When you record yourself speaking, you can hear your mistakes and identify areas for improvement.
You can record yourself reading a text, answering a question, or describing your day. Then listen to the recording and ask yourself, what can I improve?
This technique helps you become more aware of your pronunciation, grammar, and fluency. It's like a mirror for your speaking.
Now, the ninth powerful training technique is finding a language partner.
A language partner is someone you can practice speaking with regularly. This could be a friend, a colleague, or someone you meet online.
Having a language partner gives you real practice in a safe environment. You can make mistakes and learn without feeling judged.
There are many apps and websites where you can find language partners. Don't be shy. Most people are happy to help and also want to practice.
Now, the 10th powerful training technique is self-talk.
Self-talk means talking to yourself in English. This might feel strange at first, but it's a wonderful way to practice without needing a partner.
Talk about what you're doing, what you're thinking, and what you're feeling. Narrate your life in English.
For example, I'm making breakfast now. I'm going to have eggs and toast. I feel hungry today. This coffee is delicious.
This technique builds your fluency because it forces you to think and speak in English continuously.
Now let's combine all these techniques into a complete training routine.
That's a great idea. Let's create a daily English fluency training schedule.
In the morning,
Start with shadowing for 5 minutes. Listen to a short audio clip and repeat it out loud.
Then, during your commute or break time, practice deep listening. Listen to an English podcast or video for 10 minutes.
At lunch or during a break, read a short article in English. Try to understand the main ideas and learn new vocabulary.
In the afternoon, practice self-talk. Describe what you're doing in English for a few minutes.
In the evening, practice speaking with a language partner or record yourself speaking. This could be for 10 to 15 minutes.
Before bed, think in English. Review your day in English and plan for tomorrow.
And throughout the day, use real materials. Watch a show in English, listen to music, or scroll through social media in English.
This routine covers all the techniques and only takes about 30 to 40 minutes a day.
That's very manageable. And as you get more consistent, you'll notice significant improvements.
Now, let's talk about the mindset for fluency.
A growth mindset is essential for fluency. You need to believe that you can improve with practice.
Many learners think, I'm not good at languages, or I'll never be fluent. This mindset holds them back.
Remember, fluency is a skill that can be developed. No one is born fluent. It takes time, practice, and patience.
Celebrate small victories. If you understood a podcast, that's a win. If you had a short conversation in English, that's a win. Every small step matters.
And be patient with yourself. Fluency is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the process.
Now, let's talk about overcoming the fear of speaking.
Fear of speaking is one of the biggest barriers to fluency. Many learners know the words but are afraid to say them out loud.
The best way to overcome this fear is to practice in a safe environment. Start with self-talk, then move to recording yourself, then practice with a patient partner.
And remember, most people are not judging your English. They're just happy to communicate with you. Native speakers make mistakes too.
The more you speak, the less fear you will have. It's like a muscle. You have to use it to make it stronger.
Now, let's talk about the role of mistakes in fluency.
Mistakes are not failures. They are learning opportunities. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new.
Many learners are afraid to speak because they don't want to make mistakes. But if you never make mistakes, you never improve.
So embrace your mistakes, learn from them, correct them, and move on.
And remember, even native speakers make mistakes. There's no such thing as perfect English.
Now, let's do a sample fluency training session.
Great idea. Let's role-play a shadowing session.
I'll be the speaker, and you'll shadow me. Ready?
Ready.
I wake up at 7 every morning. I take a shower and have breakfast. Then I go to work. I work from 9 to 5. After work, I exercise and relax at home. I go to bed at 11.
I wake up at 7 every morning. I take a shower and have breakfast. Then I go to work. I work from 9 to 5. After work, I exercise and relax at home. I go to bed at 11.
Excellent. Now let's try a different technique, deep listening.
I'll play an audio clip mentally, and you explain what you heard.
I heard someone talking about their daily routine. They wake up at 7, take a shower, have breakfast, and go to work. They work from 9 to 5 and then exercise and relax.
Perfect. Now self-talk. Describe what you're doing right now.
I'm recording an English lesson right now. I'm speaking with Marco about fluency techniques. I'm feeling happy and focused.
That's great. Now let's think in English. Think about what you're going to do after this recording.
After the recording, I'm going to have dinner and relax. I'm going to read a book and go to bed early.
Wonderful. This is exactly how you practice these techniques in real life.
Now, let's talk about vocabulary building for fluency.
Vocabulary is essential for fluency. You need a strong vocabulary to express yourself clearly.
But you don't need to know every word. Focus on high-frequency words and phrases that you'll use every day.
The most common words in English make up about 80% of everyday conversations, so focus on those first.
Also, learn vocabulary in context. Don't just memorize lists. Learn phrases and sentences.
For example,
Instead of learning the word delicious, learn the sentence, "This food is delicious." This helps you remember how to use it.
Now, let's talk about idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs.
Idioms and phrasal verbs are everywhere in natural English. They make your speech sound more fluent and natural.
For example, "I'm running on empty" is more natural than "I'm very tired." "I'm swamped" is more natural than "I'm very busy."
Learn a few idioms and phrasal verbs at a time and try to use them in conversations.
And don't worry if you don't understand every idiom. You'll learn them over time as you listen and read more.
Now, let's talk about pronunciation and accent.
Pronunciation is important for fluency. If people can't understand you, it doesn't matter how good your grammar is.
Focus on the sounds that are difficult for you. Practice them regularly.
Also, stress and intonation are very important. English is a stress-timed language, which means some words are stressed more than others.
Listen to how native speakers stress words and try to copy them. This will make your English sound much more natural.
Now, let's talk about fluency in different situations.
You need different language for different situations: formal, informal, professional, and casual.
In a professional setting, you might say, "I'd like to schedule a meeting." In a casual setting, you might say, "Let's grab coffee."
Practice language for different situations so you feel confident in any context.
Now, let's talk about the importance of input and output.
Input is listening and reading. Output is speaking and writing. You need both for fluency.
Many learners only focus on input. They listen and read a lot, but they don't practice output. They don't speak or write.
You need a balance of both. Input gives you the language, and output helps you practice using it.
So, after you listen to a podcast, practice summarizing it out loud. After you read an article, try to retell it in your own words.
This is how you move from passive knowledge to active fluency.
Now, let's talk about the role of motivation in fluency.
Motivation is what keeps you going. Without motivation, it's hard to practice consistently.
Find your why. Why are you learning English? Is it for work, travel, education, or personal growth? Keep your why in mind.
And celebrate your progress. When you reach a milestone, reward yourself. This keeps you motivated.
Now, let's talk about creating a fluency journal.
A fluency journal is a notebook or document where you track your progress.
Write down what you learned each day, any new words or phrases, and how you practiced.
This helps you see your progress over time, which is very motivating.
It also helps you review and remember what you've learned.
Now let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle: confidence.
Erica, confidence is what holds everything together. You can have all the vocabulary and grammar in the world, but if you don't have confidence, you won't speak.
Confidence comes from practice. The more you practice, the more confident you become.
And remember, you deserve to be heard. Your English is good enough to communicate. Don't let fear hold you back.
Now let's summarize all the powerful training techniques we've covered today.
First, shadowing. Listen and repeat out loud to improve pronunciation and rhythm.
Second, deep listening. Focus on audio multiple times to improve comprehension.
Third, speaking practice. Speak regularly to build fluency and confidence.
Fourth, thinking in English. Stop translating and think directly in English.
Fifth, automatic responses. Practice common phrases until they become second nature.
Sixth, real materials. Use movies, podcasts, and articles to learn natural English.
Seventh, repetition and consistency. Practice every day, even for just 15 minutes.
Eighth, recording yourself. Listen to your own speaking to identify areas for improvement.
Ninth, finding a language partner. Practice speaking with someone else.
10th, self-talk. Talk to yourself in English to practice without pressure.
And don't forget the mindset. Believe in yourself, embrace mistakes, and enjoy the journey.
Now, we want to hear from you. This is our favorite part.
Yes, we love reading your comments.
Our question of the day is, which fluency training technique will you start with today?
I'll go first. I'm going to start with shadowing. I think it's the most effective way to improve my pronunciation and rhythm.
That's a great choice. For me, I'm going to focus on thinking in English. I want to stop translating in my head.
See, we have different answers, and that's okay. The best technique is the one that works for you.
So viewers, we want to know about you. Which technique will you start with?
You can write something like, I'm going to start with shadowing because it helps my pronunciation. Or, I'm going to focus on speaking practice because I need to speak more. Or, I'm going to try recording myself to hear my mistakes.
Please tell us in the comments. Write a short answer and practice your English with us.
So please share your answer. We'd really love to read it.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We hope this lesson helps you improve your English fluency.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and click the subscribe button and the little bell. That way you won't forget to join us for our next lesson.
You are all great students, and we're very happy to learn with you. Keep practicing. Remember, fluency is a journey, and every step forward is progress.
Yes, don't give up. You are improving every single day, even if you don't notice it.
Have a wonderful day, evening, and night, wherever you are.
Take care, keep learning, and keep speaking English.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you in the next lesson.